Hey guys, it's Crystal Hemphill with Journey Into It and Beyond. So this video is going to be about clairaudience. So if you are wondering what the heck is clairaudience, do I have this gift? How do I strengthen it? This video should help you out, okay? So let's hop right into this. What is clairaudience? So clairaudience is clear hearing, also known as the psychic hearing. This simply means that you can hear things. It's kind of like having a mental ear. So in a way, you might hear it as thought, or you could literally hear the noise or the voices as if it was right here beside you, even when it's not. So let's talk about some signs you might notice if you are clairaudient. So I really feel like I want to put this out there though. I really feel like everyone is. Some people just don't take notice of it. So listen to these signs and see if you have noticed this within yourself. So the first one I have for you is you hear ringing and buzzing in your ears, okay? Kind of like a vibration in the ears. This is you tuning into a specific frequency, kind of like a connection being established, like ring, ring, hello, let me tune into this. I love when that happens. It happens a good bit to me, and I'll be like, oh, well, let me tune into this. Let me see what messages are coming in. Another sign could be that you are a very good listener. You're more of a listener than you are a talker. Okay, raise your hands. I am definitely more of a listener than a talker. Maybe you've been in this experience to where you found yourself maybe in the supermarket and someone just approaches you, and the next thing you know their whole life story. Yep, you might be clairaudient as well as an empath. Another one I got for you is in the middle of talking to that person, maybe you realize you just gave some pretty profound advice, kind of like that advice to where it blew your own mind type moment. Yeah, you might be clairaudient. Those messages, they're coming from above and beyond. So, especially if you think afterwards, well, that didn't really sound like me. Well, you are using your clairaudience to relay those words of wisdom. Okay. Also, if you find yourself receiving telepathic thoughts from people, answering people's questions before they even can get it out. Oh, yeah. Being able to know what they are thinking or going to say next, and they kind of give you that look. You know that look. That's another clear sign that you are clairaudient. You might hear tones when looking at colors. They colors have a vibration to them just the way that feelings do. So you might come to experience this the further you grow that muscle, strengthen your clairaudience abilities. To me, this one is very exciting. The color yellow has been very, very talkative. Very talkative lately. It really has this beautiful tone to it. So that's something that you may come to see that you are hearing these colors, you are hearing the vibrations that these colors have. Maybe you're someone like myself who talks to yourself a lot. Okay. Or maybe you even talk to plants and animals. It's almost as if you can hear them speaking back to you. You might also hear your spirit guides or past loved ones too. Now, me, I'm a little weird when it comes to this. I'm more clairaudient at night in my sleep. Like I will be in a deep, deep sleep. And instead of having, normal visual dreams, I'm hearing someone talk. Most of the time I can tell who it is, like if it's my spirit guides, like which one, or it might be just someone else. But most of the time I don't even remember what was being said, and I'll wake up like, man, I need to remember this. I know it was a really profound message that I needed to know. Most of the time I just wake up like, oh, I know somebody was talking to me all night. I hear the tones. I know I felt the vibrations, I know I heard those things. So call me crazy. Another one, you might really enjoy music. I mean, like if it's your lifeline, like you've got to have your music, you might be clairaudient, as well as needing a lot of time to listen to that music, or just to have your peace and quiet, have your you time. You might also, all of a sudden, in those quiet moments, there'll be music that just begins to play in your ear. Now, I want to say to tune into that, listen very closely because there might be a message in that song for you. Okay, so if you have those random moments where a song just pops up out of nowhere, really tune into that. That could be a message. It might not just be a random song playing in your head. I know I get that a lot when I'm doing tarot readings, and a song will pop in my head. I'll hear the lyrics, I'll hear the music, and it totally relates to what is going on in the spread that I just did. So I got one more for you. You might be the type of person that just sings random tones, random notes. It's not like a song, it's just like, ah, and for some reason, it feels freaking amazing to you. Okay. So this is me. I've done it for many, 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 many years. And for some reason, it just feels so great. Like those tones have a vibration and you can feel it. You can almost like all your clairs kick in. Okay. So this might be another one that you take notice of. Okay. So one way that you could really begin to test this, to really push this muscle, to grow it, practice it, just like any muscle, you have to practice. So the more that you tune into it, the stronger that it's going to get. So you can practice by getting into a meditative state and just say a word, anything that pops up. Doesn't matter what it is. So let's say birds. See if you can hear them, what you hear. Maybe you'll hear the bird's song. Maybe you'll hear their wings flapping against the wind. Just see what you can tune into. You might also focus more in on things that you wouldn't normally focus in on. Let's say you're out in nature and you begin to tune into the trees. You're listening to the trees dance. You're learning their song. Maybe you hear how the wind flows through them or their leaves rustling up against each other. Maybe you start to hear the water off in the distance, just really zoning in, really focusing in on things that you typically would not do. So that is a way to practice. That is a way to grow this. Okay. Another one could be you could just ask your spirit guides for a certain message. Just, hey, send me a message real quick and just tune in and see what you hear. And then also when you're listening to music, when you're having those times where you're in the zone and you're listening to music, try to focus in on a certain instrument, in the background behind the words and see if you can follow along with it. Okay. So yeah, hope this video helped you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this one, if it helped you, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell. And also if you have anything that you've noticed along your journey that it really represents you in your clairaudient abilities, drop it below. Let me know. I would love to hear from you guys. Okay. Thank you again for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.